Salut, David Allman here, and today I want to talk to you about harmony, how to harmonize guitar parts on the fly without really having to search for the notes. It's super easy. Basically, we need to understand that a scale is a series of notes that are organized into a logical way. And that organization has to do with the intervals, the spacing of these notes. That's what differentiates one scale from the other. So if we wanted to harmonize something in a key, a particular key, well, we would have to consider all the notes of that key. And on the guitar, if we're talking about a diatonic scale, 7-note scale, we have these 7 notes that are played all over the fretboard because there's a lot of different places on the fretboard where we can play the same note. And so our fretboard is going to be really big with all the dots that are going to make the key. Let's consider, for example, a G major. G major scale, G Ionian scale, mapped all over the fretboard. This is what we have. In other words, if we consider G as the root, which is the red note in this diagram, well, all the notes that we're going to play that are found on that fretboard are going to be attracted to that G. And it's that attraction that makes the key, the scale. If we want to harmonize things, we need to pick a logical sequence of events, of notes, and respect that sequence of events somewhere else on the fretboard. Let me explain to you. There's a lot of ways to harmonize things. If I say that I want to harmonize a note a third up, I'm simply going to play the note that I want to harmonize and play the third up. So I'm going to skip the next note to the third. If I want to harmonize in fourths, I'll do the same thing, but instead of playing a third note up from the original note that I want to harmonize, I'll play a fourth note up, and so forth. And we can stack some series of notes like that as much as we want. Usually we harmonize in thirds because the human ear likes to have separation between notes. If 2 notes are too close to each other, it's going to create what is called a cluster of notes. And these 2 notes are too close for the human ear to differentiate what is happening. You're hearing a cluster right now. It can be used for dramatic effects, but that's what a cluster is. So let's take our G major scale, and instead of seeing it all over the fretboard, we're going to split it into different sections. Each section is taking one area of the fretboard, and you can see that there's 3 notes per string on these sections. That's going to help us harmonize things in the shreddy type of way. The line that I want to harmonize is simply the first position played ascending and descending. It's going to sound like this. Let's harmonize this a third up. Well, very simple. When I'm playing the first note of my sequenced order of notes, I want to hear at the same time the harmony, which is a third up. So I'm going to skip the next note of the position to the third note up. That third note up is the starting point of a new position, the third position. So really I just need to respect the sequence that I did here in that first line, which is just ascend the scale. And I landed on this note, and then I went all the way down. And I can just respect that sequence of order using that third position. And that's my harmony. So if we play both together, we'll have a harmony in thirds. Let's hear how that sounds together. On the left side, you'll hear the original idea, the original sequenced notes. And then on the right side, you'll hear the harmony, which is using the same order of these notes, but on the third position. And that's how you harmonize ideas, using positions. Now, this was a very simple sequenced notes, just ascending and descending, but you can do just more interesting patterns as long as you respect the sequenced pattern that you are using. If you want to harmonize a third up, just use the third position, a fourth up, the fourth position, and so forth. Let's hear a few examples of some sequenced ideas that are a little bit more complex, but using the same exact principle. you enjoy this idea and that you experiment with this and use it in your own compositions and your own music. It does require for you to know these shapes, these 3-note per string shapes, in order to sound like we just did here. Of course, you can use some other types of shapes, but I find that the 3-note per string shapes are great to harmonize ideas. And if you want to go further with harmony, you can also get my Applied Theory for Guitar Players. It's sold a lot of copies and I've gotten a lot of great comments, so thank you so much for your support. I am also giving one-on-one coaching on my website, davidwellman.com/lessons, $40 for 50 minutes, and I will give you a plan, a study plan for you to work, and it's going to be tailored to your needs. Check it out. Thanks for watching this. I will see you next time. Make sure that you share this video and just subscribe, and you know what to do. Thank you. I'll see you next time, and until then, salut!